Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we are starting early, Menora. And praise be our Lord and Savior, Xavi. Tonight we're going to play as Otomo Sorin. Now, his gameplay is interesting, to say the least. He is one of the more unique characters in the game because he's riding a Xavi mech. Alright? But yeah, this is going to be the last Sengoku Basara 3 character from... I mean, what I'm saying is that this is the last character of Sengoku Basara 3 that was... the last character that was introduced in Sengoku Basara 3. Specifically, Basara 3 Utage. And the next live stream will be the newcomers of Sengoku Basara 4. Finally, another 8 more live streams and I'm done completely with this game. It's been 4 months, okay? Mr. Tomahawk should be here because of Xavism Cult mentioned. Yeah, he'll be here. Alright? Most of the viewers will come eventually. So yeah, sorry for the little bit exhausting voice because I am a little bit exhausted. I just came back home. Drink some water first. Lovely. All right. Okay, so I don't want to wait too long for more people to join in. I just want to play the game right now. So you know what? Without further ado, let's get started.
Pizza. Xavi sauce. 胸しげ。いちいち叫ぶなやかましい。さあ、天下三兵の揃い踏みだ。
We're starting off with the 3 base. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm not pushing myself too much. Like I said, I just came back from home. That's why I'm a little bit tired. But overall, I'm okay. Thanks for your concern, by the way. Alright, where do we start? Let's start with Yukimura. Then let's start with Yukimura and Naotora. So we max the characters like both Muneshige and Sorin last time. So yeah, we're starting off with the max characters here. Okay, so Sorin, I have his 4th weapon as my ultimate weapon. So his first weapon, second weapon is a fish tank, because why not? Third weapon, like a festival themed mecha, and then his 4th weapon is a Xavi stage. His joke weapon is a Xavi head. Play it on Basara difficulty. Hello, Kaz. I'm playing it on Tenka difficulty, the highest difficulty. His alternate colored default weapon and his gold default weapon. Like usual, we're going to use the base weapon to start. Same goes with Muneshige. Anyway, from your experience, which one is easy to learn in random? Sorin or Kobayakawa? I'd say Sorin. Kobayakawa is a little bit too gimmicky. His attacks just go all over the place. Hello, Morphe. Yep, Xavi. We are Xavi cultist here. You know, we praise our Lord and Savior Xavi himself. All right, so Sorin's default outfit, and it still amazes me that Sorin is voiced by Sugiyama Noriaki, a.k.a. Uchiha Sasuke from Naruto, Ishida Uryu from Bleach, and also Emiya Shiro from Fate series. So yeah, this is his default outfit. His alternate outfit, where you unlock by completing his campaign. And yeah, he looks like he's about to perform in a Christmas school play, like I said last time. And one missed opportunity, so you can see his book is replaced by a pillow with strawberry covers. One missed opportunity, like I said last time, was that he should have had a Xavi body pillow instead of a strawberry pillow. It's not out of the realm of possibility for Sorin to have a Xavi body pillow. And his third outfit, where you unlock from the Tenkamart, yeah, Xavi clown. He dresses Xavi. And like Minoru said last time, another missed opportunity from Capcom is that they should have had a Xavi. They should have had Salazar's outfit from Resident Evil 4 put on Sorin, and then you have Dr. Salvador's outfit as DLC for Muneshige. So Muneshige's default costume, I do like Muneshige's overall design. His alternate costume, like an Oni. Again, not a big fan of this. He looks like a clown. I mean, that's his entire point in Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi. He's the clown of Xavi Land. Though I would have loved for Muneshige's Basarathi Utage's alternate costume to be in this game, but oh well. And his DLC costume. He doesn't have a third outfit for whatever reason. It's a Xavi clown, and again, for whatever reason, this is a DLC. This should have been a third outfit that you unlock in the Tenkamart, but it is what it is. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's break down Sorin's character. Capcom can make Muneshige cooler though in his irony, but decided to go full irony. Yep, peak character. Again, right, let's finish the dialogue. Let's enjoy Xavi. Yeah. Okay, like I said, Sorin's one of the more unique characters to play as because he's riding a platform here. Now, like usual, Sorin has a chain of normal attacks and 9 different special attacks. Let's go over his normal attacks first. So, his normal attacks is just him ramming through enemies like this. Yeah, that's his normal attack. I do like his block. His block is like summoning a light mirror, kind of like Motonari in a way. So let's do that again. Normal attacks. Hup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think it's 8 strings of attacks. I can't count. Alright, let's do that again. Sunscreen, yeah. 1. So this is normal attack. Hello, Yes Man Inc. You're just in time to play one of the more unique characters in the series, Sorin. So, okay, his jump attack, X square. You see that? Yeah, he shoot missiles from his platform. Let's do that again. You can kind of fly with this, you see? Right, now let's go over his specials. His first special, the triangle, he will summon Xavi angels. And no, sorry, he summons Xavi, mini Xavi robots. See? Sup? Ha! How unrealistic for the time period? I mean, it's Sengoku Basara. Nothing is realistic in Sengoku Basara. Sorin plays DDR even in... Hello, Mini Swag. Now, when summoning the mini Xavi bots, you can extend the triangle move by holding the triangle button, like this. Oh, sorry. I thought he has... my bad. No, he cannot extend this. I'm sorry. That's my bad. So he cannot extend this. Yeah, he summons Zavi bots. He said, Moe Nasai. Yeah, he even said Moe Nasai in Sasuke Stone. Yeah, fun fact. He's voiced by Sugiyama Noriaki, who voiced Sasuke in Naruto. Remember Sengoku Basara, Summer Wars on crack? Yep. Alright, now his jump charge, X triangle. Yeah, he does a Michael Jackson pose. You see? A lot of his attack poses are either a JoJo pose or a Michael Jackson pose. Hup. See? That's his X triangle. Now let's go to his second special attack, the front triangle. Did you... Zombie bots. No, Zavi bots. Zavi is a character in Sengoku Basara 1 and 2. Unfortunately, he did not return in this game. It's basically based on Saint Francis Xavier, but yeah, so Sorin is a follower of Zavi. Okay, so Zavi bots, Xavi. Alright, so his second special attack, the front triangle. Yeah, he summons Zavi angels or Zavi cupids. Now, this is kind of like a grab attack as well, because when you summon these angels, you can actually pick up enemies, and then those enemies will fight for you. He's too peaked that Capcom is scared. Yep. Again, I'll show you when we have enemies, when we get enemies with this attack. So you can basically grab 4 different enemies and then assist you. Now, let's go to his third special attack, the hold square. Moe Nasai, yeah, he said the Moe Nasai in a Sasuke tone, you see? So he fire rockets from his platform while humping as well, so yes. And again, you will keep firing by holding the square button. Now, you can move while shooting, you see? And he does a moonwalk. Why? He does a moonwalk. Yes, this is historically accurate for 17th or 16th century Japan. So let's do that again. Hold the square button. You will summon infinite rockets. Like fire infinite rockets. And if you're standing still, he hums, you know? This dude is basically a Pokemon trainer. See? Again, you can walk while firing, and he does a moonwalk. Sugiyama Noriaki really have fun voicing Sorin? Absolutely. Moe Nasai. Right, that's it. Yeah, you will stop firing when you release the square button. Now, let's go to his R1 special. Yeah, he will sing. So his him singing actually damages enemies. So let's do that again. The R1. Again, you can move while singing as well. Let's do that again. Right, that's his R1. The anthem, yeah, the Zavi anthem. He's like a dude in My Hero Academia with a belly button laser. I haven't watched MHA, honestly. I'm not sure which character is that. I mean, I know some characters in MHA, but I don't really follow it. Right, so let's go to his block specials. Now, L1 triangle and L1 square. L1 triangle. Yeah, he does a dash with the platform. So he creates a runway, then dash. So let's do that again. L1 triangle. Oh, so you can cancel that move with another attack, by the way. So let's do it again. L1 triangle. Let's do that again, okay? L1 triangle. Make way. Right. Now let's go to his L1 square. L1 square is a quick attack. So L1 square. Yeah, so he summoned like fist rockets. Like this. Now again, this is a homing attack, so if you have enemies in front of you, these fist rockets will come back to your enemies. The dude with the belly button laser does a humping motion when he fires lasers. That's why I made the comparison. Ah, I see. Yeah, so again, this is a homing attack that whenever you... So when you release this weapon and you have enemies in front of you, those fist cannons will attack the enemy. Like it will go back and then it will fly back and then it will go forward to the enemy, right? The plot is MHA saw Sorin and said it will work. Right, now let's go to his R2 specials. His first R2 special. So yeah, his first R2 special is creating a Xavi mech. You don't see me. Now you don't see me. Oh, what is he, John Cena? So again, there are 3 phases of this move. So if you just step R2, you'll summon the leg of Mecha Xavi. Then he will attack, explode. If you hold R2 for 2 seconds, 1, 2, right, you have the torso and the leg. Now if you hold the R2, I do R2, you only have R2D2. Now if you hold R2 for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, you have a full Mecha Xavi. Let's do that again. Hold the R2 button. 1, 2, 3. John Sorin. Now you cannot do that in the air, unfortunately. Alright, now let's go to his second R2 attack. Now this is probably my favorite R2 attack. Let's dance. Otomo Sorin. Alright, let's do that again. Now, when he does the performance, you notice a ring below the platform, right? You can move that ring to basically... So, basically, whenever enemies hit that ring, they will dance with... Yeah, he does a Michael Jackson move. They will dance with Sorin. So, let's do that again. Do the Michael Jackson pose. See? See that ring? You will have enemies dancing with him. When you hit enemies with that ring, enemies will dance with him. I am Sorin, yeah. Again, so press R2. You move the rings by and press the square button repeatedly. Yeah, again, he has a weird moveset, but it's pretty unique, and it's in a way it's charming, you know. Let's do that again. I want to hear Sorin sing and dance. Ha! It's like KG taunt. Neat. Yeah. I feel like that move is a lot... Eloren, the black guy. That move is very similar to Yoshimoto's Basara attack in Basara 2 Heroes. Right, now so let's go to his third R2. It's a cool R2. So here it is. Now he has a full mecha in his platform. And he moves differently, see? Now his normal attacks becomes different. Sorry, his normal attacks are no different. So his normal attacks are you see, the robot is hitting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Unpopular opinion: Dante rocks the fedora and does the moonwalk better than Michael Jackson. Well, that's an interesting opinion. But then again, Dante looks good in everything in my opinion. So okay, 1, 2, 3. Now he also has a different triangle attack. Yeah, if you hold the triangle button, he summons a flamethrower. Okay, so square, triangle, and R1. Yeah, this is R1. His R1 is like a tornado attack. And by the way, you can sprint in the robot mode, like I said. I totally agree with that opinion. Now, if you sprint in this mode, he will use the flamethrower as boosters, like this. Oh, look, we have enemies. Let's attack. So again, if you sprint while attacking, he will punch using the flamethrowers as well. And here's the unique part of the Xavi mecha, you can say. When you're in the mecha mode, you can fly. You see? By holding the X button. And you can move. And this damages enemies as well. And where you're flying, by holding the X button, if you press square, you'll fire rockets. See? I'm not sure if it's permanent Lagan mode. I don't think it's permanent Lagan mode. I do think... Yeah, I think it's permanent Lagan mode. Let's do that again. Now you fly, hold the X button, you summon rockets by pressing the square button, and if you press the triangle button while flying in this mode, you have a V laser. And guess what? This move was actually adopted in Devil May Cry 5. V in DMC5 actually have this move, the V lasers, but not riding a giant robot like Sorin like this. Okay, see? Right, that's it. So yeah, that's all the moveset for... Yeah, this is normal and hello Mora. Normal and historically accurate. I think it's fair to say that when it comes to making unrealistic game, Capcom is the king. Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes, man. So, I know I mentioned this a lot in my previous live streams, that what my friend told me. So my friend played Dynasty Warriors, and then Sengoku Basara, and he's a big Monster Hunter fan. Yes, man. And he said this to me. It's funny how Capcom can make a better Dynasty Warriors game than Koei, but Koei, for some reason, can't make a better Monster Hunter game than Capcom. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started the campaign. Now, I want to show you the Angel move and the Michael Jackson move if you hit enemies. And by the way, Dante and Sorin should have a dance-off. I would love to see that. Now, the regular triangle, you see here? Let's summon Angel. Oh, fuck. That's regular triangle. Front triangle. Here it is. More enemies. You see? You have an army of angels. You see? And then whenever you do your normal attacks or any other attacks, they will assist you. Oh, let's sing. Yeah, if you sing with the R1 button, your assist angels will sing as well, is he? Alright, let's do the Michael Jackson move since we have enemies here. Let's dance. And your assist angels will dance with you as well. It's a very unique moveset. You see? Yeah, the Cupids. Yeah, the Sorin Cupids or the Xavi Cupids. One thing I like about Capcom, here's his Basara attack. One thing I do like about Capcom when it comes to their games is the attention of details. Yes Man Inc. Like, Sengoku Basara has a lot more attention to details than Koei's Dynasty Warriors. Xavi Cupids demoted to Sorin Butlers. Is it me or Lagan Sorin has like Xavi original attack pattern? Yeah, he's exactly. It is low-key Xavi's original attack pattern. I mean, he like the Lagan Sorin for arms. It's actually like when you look at the arms. Yeah, it's Xavi's original weapon, right? I think that like Yakuza games as well, goofy and anime logic. It's in a way like it is kind of like a Yakuza game in a way. Like some moments can be serious, you know, and Sengoku Basara has some serious moments as well, especially with the main characters. Then some moments can be absolutely goofy like this. What has Sasuke become, man? Okay, I'm gonna fight Sasuke now.
ついてないね、オタクもさ。ん？理由？まあ聞かなくてもすぐにわかると思うけどね。
Alright, Sasuke, let's go. Feel the power of Xavi and dancing ninjas. Sasuke versus Sasuke. A Christian Sasuke here. If you want attention to detail, go play Arkham Remasters and check out the detail on Batman's cape. Which Arkham here? I know like the remaster has a lot of it's a trilogy, right? Arkham Asylum, City and Night. I mean, even in the original, you know, even in the original games, Arkham City and Arkham Knight, they do have really amazing attention to detail, especially Arkham Knight. You saw Sasuke win. Oh yeah, Arkham Knight. Like, that game is almost 10 years old, and it still looks amazing. It looks so amazing, it's still unreal for me. Never played Arkham Knight? Yeah, I haven't played Arkham Knight. I have Arkham Knight, but I haven't played it. There is a Switch version, by the way. The Arkham Trilogy Remaster. Where you got Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Hello, Kaz. Muneshiga is a goddamn pain in the ass whilst playing against Sorin. Yeah. Especially in Basara 3. He's actually a menace in Basara 3. Activision really wasted Rocksteady with Suicide Squad. What's that game with Batgirl and Robin again? Gotham Knight, not Arkham Knight. I heard not so good thing about Gotham Knight as well. Oh. Oh, what? Muneshi gets dead?
危なくなったらいつも通りお金で買収しましょう。
あの人に最後まで抵抗するってんなら見上げたもんだ。
Just started out playing this game. It's fun as hell. Yep. And it's actually rather technical. The combat is pretty damn... like, the combat is pretty in-depth in terms of technicality. Somewhere wielding dual chainsaw. Capcom like.
国の行く末もはや男などに任せておけない。私は直虎、誰よりもひたむきなる虎だ。
Alright, Naotora.
不埒なけだものめ、そんなに返り討ちにされたいか。あの子たちを泣かせるやつにかける慈悲はない。地獄の底でごめんなさいをしてくるんだな。
ごめんなさい。
I summon the Zavi wagon.
可愛げのない子供だ。お前、ろくな男にならないぞ。
僕を叱りましたね。サビー様にも叱られたことないのに。
俺別に武田に恨みはないからさ、女衆だけで戦ってくれると嬉しいんだけどな。
幹部信者ならもっと早く布教してますよ、宗重。
Where's Naotora?
申し訳ございません。
引くぞ。ただがむしゃらに戦うは乙女の戦にあらず。その武芸
The MC Sengoku is not a joke anymore. Nope. I actually find that as a compliment than a joke.
ところを見せるつもりか。いいだろう。どうもしろ。巴御前の再来とはこの私のことだ。倒れるところは見せられない。
We're gonna make a quick trip to the store. Be right back in a bit. Alright. Take your time. 1, 2, 3. Summon Mecha Zavi.
降伏するなら聞いてやる。だがその前にもう一回叩き切れ。
Man, that thing is no joke. That thing actually works really well. Yeah, Mecha Zavi homing. That's actually pretty cool.
絶対に構成させてやる。覚えておけ。直虎の牙は抜けやしない。
ヒデ、それがしを追い詰めたあの直虎殿を破ったのか。
倒した兵のおでこにザビーって書くのはやめさせないとな。
ザビー様がいなくたってこちとらには1万2000枚の特殊装甲と愛の精神障壁があるんだから。
みんな、サスケ、すまない。俺が不甲斐ないばかりに。いざとなれば12門戦にて愛の覚悟。
物ども守れ。今こそ。
Yeah, I'm not used to Muneshige without his special inscription. I usually play Muneshige with his special inscription.
私の研究によるとザビー教の洗礼には何度分析して
Because he's so damn slow. Though the downside in Sumeragi is that the characters are already unlocked. It just doesn't feel rewarding while playing the campaign. Unlike in Basara 4, where you'll beat certain character modes, story modes, and unlock characters and costumes. Well, I'm honestly like don't mind with having all the characters in the game by default. It's kind of like Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. If you ever played Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, guys, in Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, you actually have all the characters by default when you play Conquest mode or Free mode or other modes other than the Hero story and the Guidance story.
ザビー様のもとへ召され上がってください
The only Sengoku Basara expansion where you need to unlock characters is Sengoku Basara 2 Utage. Yeah, he said that as well, Terry. Also, hello, Terry. He said, you unlock costumes. Exactly. You still unlock costumes in Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi by completing the campaign. Again, I look at it like Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. In Basara 2 Heroes, you have all the characters, but then if you complete Hero Story and Guidance Story, you got alternate colors, and then if you complete the Hero's Conquest, you'll unlock the alternate costumes. Then if you play the tournament mode, you unlock the armor pieces and final weapon. Like the final armor and final weapon.
今燃えずしていつ燃える武田に真田ありいざ火の元に
Ding, 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 ding. I just noticed that Yukimura's theme in Basara 3 and 4 is slightly different with his theme in Basara 2. Some characters do have different themes going from Basara 2 to Basara 3. It's either a remix or a modification of their previous theme or just new theme completely. Like Kenshin, for example. Kenshin's theme in Basara 2 and Basara 3 are different. They're like new music entirely. I'm not so sure what to think about the weapon system in Basara 4. I mean, I do like it. It gives players choice.
したらあれに乗せてもらえるかな
不況が絡むというの
Though I kind of wish there's a mixed system, you know? The weapons are just skins and you can customize any ability for your weapon that you like. I still feel like the game should have had like a tournament mode where you unlock the rare weapon, where you unlock the strongest weapon. Because like having tiers of weapons, like I don't mind having tiers of weapons, like in Dynasty and Samurai Warriors or like the early Basara games, but some of the best weapons, like some of the final weapons design are not that good. And it's not like weapon switching, you're really just changing skins of weapons. You still have a character-specific movesets, right? It's not like in Dynasty or Samurai Warriors where you can literally use any weapon for any characters that you like. In here, it's just you can pick the weapon designs that you like and turn it into the best weapons of your choosing. Oh, you mean the special inscription? Yeah, the special inscription can be a 10k coin grind, so that's why I use the character-specific inscription to just one weapon instead of all the weapons. And honestly, it's not that difficult when you have a lot of hours like mine. I don't find it to be way difficult. No, I like this taunt. I'd say like if you play 3 battles with the roulette and collect 10k medals in 3 battles, you're able to buy the character's inscription by that time. That's how I remember it. 3 or 4 battles. Yeah, exactly. That's how, like Minoru said. In expansion titles, it's more like here's our choice. You can play it as anyone you like. The excitement comes from gameplay mechanics and experience. Exactly. Though I do like unlocking characters, you know, don't get me wrong. I do like unlocking characters. Konnichiwa, I don't speak Japanese. I don't speak Japanese either, Blue Hedgehog. It's just so apparent I like Japanese games, as in like Japanese exclusives. What I meant was it would have been interesting if you had a more interesting means of unlocking the inscriptions, like beating all the characters. Yeah, I do agree on that, Terry.
いいお茶だ。
Which is why, like I said, I kind of wish this game has post-content modes. You know, like again, I use tournament mode as an example because Basara 2 Heroes is the one I played the most back in the day. I was saying hello in that language. Yeah, I know what konnichiwa means. Like I said, like though I like the aspect of player choice in Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi, especially in weapons. I would have loved that this game has an unlockable rare weapon as well, right? That you get by completing some kind of a tournament mode. Like in Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, you get the final weapon and the final armor piece by grinding off tournament mode until level 100. That's what because in that aspect I do agree with you, Terry. Like he said, get the special inscription because, yeah, like just grinding off 10k medals can be rather boring. I agree on that aspect. Being able to make your own ultimate weapon is cool. Yeah, the reward is more into build your ultimate weapon rather than unlocking characters. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's fight Kenshin. On second thought, let's just go with Motochika. And this game not only, like I said, one thing I like about this game is that the playbook system as well. This game not only enables you to customize your weapon of choosing, this also allows you to customize the way you play the game, right? Adding buffs and debuffs, through the battles that you are playing. Again, I do like the fact, the amount of players' choice that you have in this game, and I also like the fact that these reward system, you know, these reward points, you're able to get more points and rewards by performing more stylish combos, kind of like Devil May Cry. So in a way, this game encourages players to perform stylish combos, right? It's just the 10k medal unlocking that is kind of whatever. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of unlocking stuff like that. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, exactly. I get what you're trying to say. Like I said, which is why I do. One of the biggest weakness of Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi, despite in my opinion this is the best game of the series, is the lack of complementary modes, because you only have the main campaign, Sengoku Extreme, or like the Sengoku mode, and also the free mode. I wish this game has versus mode or tournament mode. Hell, bring back Whack-A-Mole game from Basara 2 Heroes. I don't know, something. If grinding 10k medal is already grinding, I can't imagine when you play Sanada Yukimura then with all those Rokusen coins. Like, geez, yeah. Like I said, Sanada Yukimura then should have been a DLC or another expansion to Basara 4. Alright, let's get started. Like, the Basara 4 Sumeragi and Yukimura then should have been one game. You know what, since we're fighting Motochika, let's dress as Zavi. Let's use a fish tank as a weapon, because why not? Let's go crazy. Let's Zavi. The 6 coin challenge is so annoying, that part. It's still better than what Summer Wars 4 did, having only 2 weapons. The ultimate weapon and the regular weapon. Well, 3 weapons, honestly, Terry, if you count the DLC weapons. They turned the 5th weapon from Summer Wars 2 and 3 into a DLC, which I fucking hate. In a way, Summer Wars 5 has 3 weapons as well. Like your template base weapon, your character weapons, and your ultimate weapons. But the template base weapon and ultimate weapons our weapon, like our chain to the weapon, not to the characters. So let's say if you have 5 characters, you have 5 characters wielding a katana. All those katana characters have the same ultimate weapons. Which in a way, it's even suck. You know what's funny, Terry? You mentioned about Samurai Wars 4, you only have the regular weapon and the ultimate weapon. They actually have the tier weapons in Samurai Warriors Chronicle 3. So it's kind of like older Samurai Wars games where you have the first weapon, the second weapon, the third weapon, and the rare weapon. I don't know why they didn't apply that for Samurai Warriors 4, but oh well, it's Koei being Koei.
鬼の牙に噛まれると痛いんだぜ。からくり整備の大事なお仕事ってやつや。
I don't think Capcom is selling expansions anymore. I feel like they're just using DLCs. I mean, DLC is just modern expansion if you think about it. Oh yeah, you only play solo in Sanada Yukimura Den. Instead of in a tag partner like this. Yeah, Capcom did a lot of expansions since the days of Street Fighter 2, like Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. What else? Hyper Street Fighter 2, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Super Duper Hyper Ultra Street Fighter 2 Racing Edition, Family Friendly Edition. I know I asked you this before during the end of Twilight Princess, but are you planning to go for 100% whenever you plan to do Ocarina of Time? Probably not. If I ever stream Ocarina of Time, I'm probably just gonna finish the main campaign and the other, some of the side quests. Don't give them any ideas, Minora. Though I like Capcom most of the times, sometimes they can be pretty damn weird. Sometimes the thing they do are questionable. Like, remember Street Fighter 5 when that was released? Like, they released Street Fighter 5 when the game is not even finished. I don't know why they would do that. Yeah, that was during the Crapcom era. Though Street Fighter 5 is not a bad game. But still, like, releasing that game when it's barely finished was a dick move from Capcom. And actually, that was actually like when Street Fighter 5 came out, that actually made me concerned about Capcom games. It's like, oh, is this going to be a new norm for Capcom games and for other games as well? We're going to have the games released before it's even finished. Part of me wonders if fighting games will eventually become live service. Probably. Because the thing with fighting games, unlike in again, I'm kind of poorly knowledgeable when it comes to live service games because I rarely play live service games. How do you make live service out of fighting games? I do play Tekken 8 online, but again, a lot of the EXPs and cosmetic stuffs, I don't really care that much. I usually just play Tekken for, you know, the fights. I know, like, mostly live services is for like competitive games, is for skins and map packs and whatnot. Treat it like arcade machine. Boy, insert coin. Oh no, I do not want to see that. Like that would be awful. Like, oh, you have to pay money to play fighting games online. That would be awful. That would be absolutely awful. Yeah, like $5 for 1 credit. That actually would be absolutely awful. That is something I could honestly see from someone like, or from a company like EA or Activision. You're giving them wild ideas, Meaty's bag. Wild ideas. Sad. Yeah, it's a shame, unfortunately. Yeah, it is what it is, Blue Hedgehog. Again, exactly like you said, Minor, I don't really see how live services would work in fighting games. Other than skins, like what Tekken is doing right now, which I don't really bother myself with skins when it comes to Tekken. Like, I think we are going to look at fighting games back in the 2000s. The whole idea of live service would be ridiculous because they were so feature rich. It's time to fight Motochika and his mecha.
鬼にちょっかい出しといてただで済むとは思っちゃいねえよな。長宗我部軍のこいつを忘れてもらっちゃ
I haven't played any MMORPG games, honestly. Dude, I haven't even played any MiHoYo games in that regards. Maybe this is just Final Fantasy XIV experience, like everyone wanna see UI change or better in-game animation, but the engine sometimes cannot keep up, unfortunately. I'm actually surprised Final Fantasy XIV is still active. After what, like 12 years that game exists? Phantasy Star Online? Now that's a title I haven't heard for a very long time. I'd say Tekken 8 had a decent single-player experience as well. A lot better than Tekken 7. A lot of fighting games these days just focus entirely on online modes and not so much solo modes. I'd say that's probably for the, I wouldn't say lesser known, you know, fighting games like your Grand Blue Fantasy versus maybe your Guilty Gear Strive, but mostly for the like major fighting game titles like your Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1. They do have really good single player content, especially Mortal Kombat. Like, say what you want about Mortal Kombat, you know, but Mortal Kombat at least has a really solid single player experience, whether it's the story mode, whether it's the you know, the amount of content, the amount of single player content the game has is the one thing that I don't think people should take away for Mortal Kombat. Are there problems in Mortal Kombat? Absolutely.
Mario.
最下の名を出すね
ここをザビーランドにしてこのでかいのもザビー色に塗り替えます認めて
丘に吹く風なんざ関係ねえ。波は嵐は俺が起こしてやるのさ。
Yeah, Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5 was very online heavy, especially Tekken 7. I'm more familiar with Tekken 7. Like the single player content or like the offline content was extremely shafted in that game. Though Bandai Namco fixed that in Tekken 8. Street Fighter 6 as well, like you said, it has a really good single player content experience.
わかるぜ。丘が息苦しいんだろ。
喧嘩なんざ興味ねえ。海がありゃそれでいい。
やべえ。かっこよすぎるぜ。兄貴。
I wish they kept the Tekken 6 story mode. Yeah, that was fun, honestly.
ザビーランドの評判がザビー様を再び火の元に。
The beat 'em up. Tekken 6 is pretty underrated. I like Tekken 6 again. I didn't own a PS3. I played Tekken 6, the the story mode on a friend's PS3. But Tekken 6 to me had I experienced Tekken 6 from the arcades back in the day. Like that was the best arcade experience I've ever had in a fighting game. Tekken 6. When it comes to home console experience, I mainly play Tekken 5 on the PS2. Which I wish, by the way, speaking of Tekken 5, I wish Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection was on PS2. Instead of just the PSP and the PS3 exclusive. Though, the the PS3 version of Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection was mainly online focused.
ご用心ください、我が君。
ほらほらどけどけ。海賊様のお通りだ。
Alright, let me finish this first. You know what fighting game you know what fighting game that got really shafted in my opinion? Soul Calibur.
ザビー様は言いました地獄の沙汰も金次第
Bandai Namco doesn't care about Soul Calibur unless Tekken does successfully.
大海原が異国の海が俺を待ってるってのに。
I don't think they made a Soul Calibur game anymore. The last Soul Calibur game we got was Soul Calibur 6 back in 2018, 6 years ago. Well, I heard rumors they want to have. I heard rumors of Soul Calibur 7. Rumors, by the way. Soul Calibur tends to be good with single player modes. Yep. Though I'm not too familiar with the PS3 games like Soul Calibur 4. Like I played Soul Calibur 4 and a bit of 5 in a friend's PS3. 4 especially. I played mostly for the fighting aspect. When it comes to single player content in Soul Calibur games, my the very rich one is Soul Calibur 3. I have gone on record to say that Soul Calibur 3 is my personal favorite Soul Calibur game. Same, Blue. I haven't played the arcade version. I played the PS2 version of Soul Calibur 3. And not to mention, Terry, you like character creation, right? Yeah, Soul Calibur is the perfect game for you. Exactly. Soul Calibur 5, despite its problems, that game has an amazing character creation. Kilik is the best character in the series. Kilik is good. He's the shonen anime protagonist. Yeah, 5 and 6 have incredible character creation. 6, like, here's the thing about Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur 6. I'm forgetting words here. In terms of production value, I feel like Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur 6 was shafted, and there's a good reason why they were shafted. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, despite being a good game, is the worst selling Tekken game of all time. So when Harada pitched the idea of Tekken 7, he had to fight tooth and nail so that Tekken 7 can be greenlighted by Bandai Namco, right? And Bandai Namco had no faith with Tekken 7 whatsoever. So that's why the development team and Harada developed Tekken 7 with a very strict budget. That's why when the game first came out, the story presentation was kind of the arcade mode was short. It's primarily an online focused game, but the game ended up selling well. It's actually, I guess is it the best selling Tekken game after Tekken 3, or like I forgot how much Tekken 7 was sold. I do believe it sold better than Tekken 3 because before Tekken 7, Tekken 3 was the best selling Tekken game. So yeah, it ended up being the best selling Tekken game because Tekken 7 did well, even with the limited strict budget. Bandai Namco wanted to do Soul Calibur 6. However, just like Tekken 7, Soul Calibur 6 development budget was very strict. In fact, from what I've read in GameBiz.net, there's an article saying that Soul Calibur 6 had even less budget than Tekken 7, which is why, like, you noticed some of the, like, I'm not saying the game quality is bad, but I feel like the production value is lacking compared to the previous Soul Calibur games like Soul Calibur 2 or 3 in terms of production value. Like when you play the story mode, it's most of the quote-unquote cutscenes are just portraits of picture looking at each other, right? Some of the stages are a little bit uninspired, if you ask me. The roster is okay. And when the game first launched without any DLCs, the character creation suit was very lacking. Though it did have more classes than Soul Calibur 3, 4, and 5. So you can pick the race or the class of your characters. So yeah, basically, like, Bandai Namco didn't have much faith in Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur 6 after the poor financial performance of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Soul Calibur 5. Like I said, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is actually my second favorite Tekken game after Tekken 8. I think Tekken Tag Tournament 2 did a really good job when it comes to providing the players with multiple of content. And the gameplay as well is fantastic. Again, I'm not arguing based on a competitive standpoint. I'm mostly speak on in terms of a casual standpoint, like a casual fighting game fan or a casual gamer in that aspect. So let me chat here. Let me read the chat. Let me change the costume first. We're gonna fight Hideyoshi. Okay. Where was he? Soul Calibur 5 has, yeah. Maybe we won't have Soul Calibur in the future, but Harada can make Soul Calibur with a rollback netcode in Tekken 8. Again, I still hope for a Soul Calibur game in the future. That's one of the reasons I like Soul Calibur. There's no way Harada face away after SNK re-released their games with rollback. If you want to see weird creations for 5 and 6, a guy on YouTube called Dark Nemesis 666 is he the guy who make Lizard Man with a big dick? I think Tira is alright too, and even Mitsurugi. I don't like Voldo. My favorite character in Soul Calibur is Raphael, Mitsurugi, and Gro, the new character in 6. The only thing I didn't like in Tekken Tag Tournament is when you lose with one of your characters, it's done despite it's called Tag Team. Maybe, like, they're going for wrestling mode. If you ever watched, I mean, you watch WWE, right, Minora? It's kind of like regular tag team in wrestling, right? If you pin one of the tag team members in who is legal in the ring, the match ends. You don't need to pin everyone. It's not an elimination match, right? It's a regular tag team match. It's Soul Calibur 3. It isn't less budget with the same target sales. Never change Bandai Namco, yeah. Yeah, exactly. The Wii U version of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is the best version. The thing is, with Tekken Tag Tournament games, target a more niche demographic by comparison to the mainline games. Yeah, that's why a lot of people said... that's why a lot of people in the competitive fighting game scene do not really like Tekken Tag Tournament 2 because... Or Tekken Tag in general, because how broken the game can be. Urban Rain, yeah. Unfortunately. He made like Uncle Scrooge from DuckTales. Oh, okay. He didn't make the lizard man with big dick. Tekken Force, yeah. Again, I would love to have Tekken Force, like a beat 'em up in Tekken game. I mean, Terry, in Tekken 8 we have Tekken Ball mode. Who knows? We might see Tekken Force mode coming back after 20 plus years. The last time we saw that was in Tekken 4. Speaking of like a niche audience, or you mentioned that Tekken Tag Tournament games targeted towards a niche demographic. You can kind of say Tekken Tag games targeted more on the casual home console players than the competitive fighting game fans, or fighting game competitors. I've seen a lot of people, like back in the day when Mortal Kombat 9 came out, I've seen a lot of people saying how the 3D era of Mortal Kombat sucks, like Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon. Taking the balls. Looking in those games back, 20 years later, I still don't understand the argument of PS2 Mortal Kombat game sucks. If anything, they said, the PS2 Mortal Kombat games made Midway bankrupt. No, it didn't. If anything, the PS2 Mortal Kombat games were the only thing Midway has going on to keep themselves alive. If you know what I'm saying, right? Midway was in life support from what I read. The only franchise that was saving Midway at the time was Mortal Kombat on the PS2. Deadly Alliance, Deception, Shaolin Monks, and Armageddon. Now, do I think Mortal Kombat 9 is better than the PS2 games? Yes. A lot of things are better in Mortal Kombat 9, especially the gameplay. They went back to 2D, and the gameplay mechanics has a lot more depth in Mortal Kombat 9 than the PlayStation 2 era Mortal Kombat. But here's the thing. I would argue, Mortal Kombat on the PS2 are still good games. Now, they may not be the most in-depth fighting games, but Midway's idea, when the way I see it, Midway's mindset on the PS2 3D Mortal Kombat games was not, let's make a good competitive fighting game. Their idea was like, okay, let's make a good home console experience game. That's why the PS2 Mortal Kombat games has a lot going on. Like you have the Crypt, you have Deception, like you have the Conquest mode, right? Like you have the GTA-like Conquest mode in Deception, you have the beat 'em up Conquest mode, Shaolin Monk style in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and you also have the other game modes in those games, whether it's puzzle combat, chess combat, motor combat. You have character creation in Armageddon. Basically, the PS2 Mortal Kombat games keep you busy. And I played a lot of hours in Deception and Armageddon back in the day when I was in junior high school. The game is really good. Again, fighting-wise, I don't think it's bad. it's okay. It has some kind of technicality, but compared to like your Tekken 5, Soul Calibur 3 at the time, or maybe Street Fighter games, yeah, it's not the most in-depth fighting game in terms of mechanics, right? But in terms of game, as in like something you play to entertain yourself or to have a good time, to have a good experience playing the PS2, those games absolutely deliver. I still own Tekken 4, and I remember playing Tekken Force in that game. Yeah, Tekken 4 was the last game to have Tekken Force. I love the 3D Mortal Kombat games. Oh yeah, I love them as well. Chess Combat, Conquest was cool. I might stream those games. Which Mortal Kombat game had chess? Yeah, Deception. Exactly. PS2 MK is more like to search the direction, like try to search a direction. Character creation, their OCs, custom fatality. Exactly. And that's why when after Mortal Kombat versus DC and Midway went bankrupt, Mortal Kombat was bought by Warner Brothers, and then they rebrand their studio. Ed Boon rebrand their studio as NetherRealm Studios. Considering you have the resurgence of competitive fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter 4, Tekken 6, so Mortal Kombat wanted to join in on the on the competitive fighting game scene by making by rebooting the series into a more technical fighting game, which is Mortal Kombat 9. Yeah, game versus DC. I think they should try another Death by Degree style game set in the Tekken universe, but with Urban Raiden style gameplay instead of whatever Death by Degrees was. Hey, would you like to see Brad in Tekken 8? That's another question, Terry. Alright, let's start. I need to learn how to speak properly. As I was saying, like, I need to learn how to how to deliver my points better on stream, because I am not good at impromptu talks. That's why a lot of my videos are scripted, because I need the script to help me. It's a no-brainer, really. I would love to play a WWE game. Like a classic WWE game. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. So, like, I'm kind of envious of other streamers able to articulate their points in a much better way when they speak. Like I said, I speak so fast, my brain goes slow. Like, my mouth is faster than my brain. Here Comes the Pain is still my favorite WWE game. Like, my ideal WWE game would be the visuals and the character creation of WWE, of the current WWE 2K games, but with the gameplay of WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. That's my ideal WWE game. I still really like how SmackDown Here Comes the Pain plays. Oh shit. Brad is based on The Rock? I can see that. Yeah, he's a one-off character, unfortunately. Yeah, look at this. I'm fighting Ieyasu, Hideyoshi, and Mitsunari. That's a deadly combination. I know people say they want to see Tifa in Tekken 8. I mean, Tifa could easily fit in Tekken 8, if you ask me. I do, however, would love to see a Mortal Kombat game. Sorry. Would love to see a Mortal Kombat character in Tekken 8. Specifically Johnny Cage. I feel like out of the characters in Mortal Kombat, Johnny Cage would fit the most in a Tekken universe. Submit to Xavism. Claim your free cookies. That's a dream of every man. One about WWE games? Yeah, absolutely. I know other than Here Comes the Pain, a lot of people's gold standard with wrestling game or WWE games is WWF No Mercy. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't grow up with No Mercy. I played only a bit, so I don't really have much to say about that game. The game is good though, from the small experience that I have. And speaking of No Mercy, the AEW game, AEW Fight Forever, was based off No Mercy, right? But unfortunately, a lot of people I know who played that game say that game was dog shit. That game was absolute trash, even though they tried to be WWF No Mercy. Dude, you're already developing? You can narrate while defeating 3 Daimyos. I guess it's the power of Xavis. Like, it's Xavi blessing me. That's why I was able to do it. Xavi is blessing me with his presence somewhere. Anything that boldly claims to be inspired by X popular game is a red flag for me. You're not wrong in that regards. You're not wrong in that regards.
Congratulations, Zabi! Zabi Island no kansei ni mukete, let's! Zabi! Zabi, 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 Zabi.
Yeah, Terry, again, I would love to see Brad in Tekken. So again, back to guest characters in Tekken. People say they want Tifa, right? Like I said, I can see Tifa fitting. I can see Tifa being in Tekken 8. And I said that I would love to see Johnny Cage in Tekken 8. Now, I'm probably one of the, if not, I am the only person in the world who actually wants to see John Cena in Tekken 8. Now, I'm not talking about John Cena as like a John Cena playing a movie character in Tekken 8, or like, you know, Peacemaker, John Cena as Peacemaker in Mortal Kombat. No, I don't want to see John Cena playing a character in Tekken 8. I legitimately want to see John Cena, the wrestler, the WWE legend John Cena, in Tekken 8. Dude, you talk like that while Mega Xavi facing the whole screen is the best moment. Like, imagine, like, this is the thing. Imagine if John Cena is in Tekken 8, right? John Cena being in Tekken 8 and his rage art is an attitude adjustment. Yeah, he's gonna tell Jin Kazama, you can't see me. So far, only KOF All-Stars can do that without real person voiceover. Yeah, exactly. I know KOF's All-Stars. Sorry, I'm aware of King of Fighters All-Star. You actually have Street Fighter, Tekken, and WWE characters in that game. It is crazy. it would be hard to fight against an invisible invisible fighter. Like, how would you know your hits connect? Here we go with the John Cena memes. Our time to fight Shingen. Let's use the angel outfit. Let's Zabi!
この霧が川中島の天地をおぼろとするか。
This is easily one of my favorite stages in the game, especially the music.
聞け皆の者、この霧が晴れ次第進軍する。今は次なる戦に備え休むがよい。はは
皆さっきの進軍の疲れを癒せ。休息も仕事のうちぞ。はい雪村様。
いいな。大将も随分らしくなってきたじゃないの。
But the more I think about it, when John Cena is greenlit, everyone will ask the whole roster or whoever holds the title to appear in Tekken. Sorry, to appear in Tekken. It's actually rather surprising as well. Like back in Tekken 7, Negan of all characters made it to Tekken 7. Yeah, the WWE roster. I mean, maybe just skins. Like, remember in Tekken 7, you have an Okada skin for King. Someone actually modified King in Tekken 8 to be John Cena. Yeah, someone made a King John Cena.
この霧が我らの姿を隠してくれている。
Yeah, I don't know how a character creation would work in Tekken. Maybe it could, like, make it like a Soul Calibur, as in like, oh, you can create your character, but with default movesets of existing characters. Though, yeah, again, yeah, not just a costume editor. Though, yeah, the closest thing for character creation in Tekken is just editing your characters. And I've seen some really good customizable, or like, customization in Tekken 8. Even then, Paul in Tekken 4 is literally just Paul of Beck. It wouldn't surprise me to see Cena's attire as a costume. Like, imagine if Paul Phoenix had Triple H's ring gear.
ついてないね、オタクもさ。ん？理由？まあ聞かなくてもすぐにわかると思うけどね。
I'm fighting Sasuke again.
手前も微力ながら。
Yeah, you give Paul Phoenix Triple H's attire, and then you give Martial Law Shawn Michaels' attire. They can be DX.
金脈掘り当てちゃったよ俺様。
それはどこです。レッツゴー。
お主ならば我が主の公的心に探しかろうて。しかし深い
I would love for, you mentioned character creation, I would love for character creation to come back in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, balancing frames for character creation would be developmental hell. Maybe just for fun, you know, like character creation and competitive character creators are just there for the lulz. Or for shits and giggles. Give Steve Mr. Ass's attire, Mr. Ass Billy Gunn. I'm an ass man. Like people say, speaking of Mr. Ass, people say Billy Gunn's Mr. Ass theme makes no sense. Exactly, which is why I like it. It's absolutely catchy though. I like No Mercy, where you can put Stone Cold in a dress and Kane in a bikini. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely cursed.
俺の命と魂に変えて守ってみせまさ。まだしばらく晴れんか。大将のためだったら時間稼ぎでも何でもするぜ。
そのようにただ前に警告だという。ああ、二人のザビー愛が。
Can make, yeah, No Mercy. I can, like I said, No Mercy has all the rights to be a lot of people's favorite or to be considered the best. The amount of the amount of content and player choice the game offers you is just insane. Yeah, the era before everyone asked for hyper-realism. Speaking of, okay, still on the topic of wrestling, how many of you guys know Glacier from WCW? Do you know the wrestler Glacier? Yes! Inspired by Sub-Zero. Look at Glacier, WCW. It's a wrestler who was inspired by Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. Even his finisher was a roundhouse kick. Not just his finisher, his theme song. Like, look at, if you can look at now, look at Glacier from WCW. Listen to his theme song. His entrance theme was low-key Mortal Kombat. You know, there's also a wrestler called Max Payne. Really? When it comes to ridiculous wrestlers other than Glacier, there was also the zombie guy from ECW. Rest in peace. He has passed away. I forgot his name. And his finisher was Painkiller. Yeah, I remember there was a zombie guy back in 2006 or 7 in ECW, and when he entered the ring, he was like, he cuts a promo, you know, like that. I forgot his name. Again, I forgot his name. But I know the guy is not with us in this world anymore, so rest in peace. He was in WCW, the zombie guy. Again, I didn't watch WCW as well, but I learned that a couple of years ago that there was a wrestler based off Sub-Zero. Oh, Max Payne was sorry. Max Payne was in WCW. Yeah, WCW had some really interesting characters. I mean, for God's sake, back in the 90s, I think Sting wrestled RoboCop, right? In WCW. Arachnid Man, which was a ripoff of Spider-Man, and they actually got sued. Yeah, no wonder WCW went out of business. Yeah, I can see that. Eccentric as possible, but they ended up being goofy. I didn't grow up with WCW. Again, the first time I watched wrestling was around the early 2000s when it was like the later years of the Attitude Era. I mean, my first exposure on WWE, which was WWF back in the day, was also from a video game. WWF SmackDown on the PS1. That was my first exposure to wrestling. Was Brad Armstrong? Who, the zombie guy? Alex Wright? Again, I'm not too familiar with a lot of WCW gimmicks. But I know a lot of them are very silly. No, oh, Arachnid Man, okay.
どうやら無事に乗り切れそうですと。わしの構成、見事しのいでみよう。石垣を砕いたからには、もう後戻りはかなわぬ。
I cannot have him dance.
No, これ式のこと、押されたうちに入らん。正々堂々なってクソくらいです。もっと卑怯に、ザミン様のように。 おやつ、油断ならぬ目をしておるわね。ザビー様は言いました。嫌な時は言う、裏切っちゃいなよ。まさに戦国、群雄割拠、大いにやよし。
Gotcha. Hello, Brian. Welcome. The guy's gimmick was the kid who thinks he's the coolest thing ever, but he's actually a total dweeb. Like that leather jacket totally did not suit him at all. Heck, Scott Hall appeared in ECW like a few months before it died. Yeah.
Congratulations, Zabi! Zabi Island の完成に向けて Let's! Zabi! Zabi, 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 Zabi. しげジャンボザビーの中の人は順
将軍が宮へと戻られました。
Ashikaga, isn't it? Yep.
運命の針が示す先は時代が決める。
石膏より報告、死神に警戒せよと。
Mitsuhide.
前方に影あり。
Masamune.
お尋ね者。
That's what Alex Wright must have been on when entering the ring. Okay.
どうです
What do we got here?
腕しげジャンボザビーの中の人は順調です
Alright, let's fight Ashikaga. Yeah, let's fight Ashikaga with our ridiculous outfit. So yeah, let's beat Ashikaga with the power of Xavism. Let's use the gold weapons. Ashikaga loves to gamble. So here we go. I think everyone during that era was intoxicated to some degree in the ring. Yeah, tell that to Jeff Hardy and Rob Van Dam.
ここが二条御所改め守国の館だ。少し道楽が高じてな作り直させてしまったよ。
Well, that's good. Well, that's good for Alex, right?
あとわずかの時だ。しばしそこで待っていてくれたまえ。
I heard that you can upgrade weapons to 3,000 points stat in Sumeragi. Yeah, using the extension. What is it? Not 3,000, 300. Using the extension inscription, which I did for my ultimate weapons. I'll show you after I'm done with the stage. Let's sing. Alright, let's dance. Ha! Michael Jackson. Ah, shut. Dance. No, I want to dance.
皆の者、足利様はお喜びにある。
Okay, let's pick red or black. Let's pick let's pick black. Sorry, I can't speak. Let's pick black. Xavi dance party, putting Keiji to shame. Absolutely. Xavi for life, bro. Yeah, let's kill Matsunaga with the power of Xavi. Oh, Kuma is here.
それではまるで褒美ではないか。まあそれはさておき、次なる守国は皆まで言うまいがたやすく明け渡してはつまらぬぞ。夜な夜な高氏公が枕元に立ち小言を賜り、どうもあの世がよほど退屈らしい。
ふわ
この世感謝する。よくぞ我が真に輝ける生を与えてくれた。
ザビー様の生ぬるいご加護。
Uh-oh.
ザビー様は言いました地獄の沙汰も金次第これマジで
I had to use a Basara for defense mechanism.
彼はまだ未成熟なのだ。目を汚したならすまなかったね。
Let's pick red.
一歩前進といったところだな友よ。
このまま当たりを引き続け消耗を避けたいところですな。ちなみに拙者は次は赤だと。
Let's do that again. Hup. Zappy, zappy, oh, uh-oh. He's an interesting character, to say the least. Gonna say though, Alex Wright has some great entrance music if you're into that stuff. Again, I need to listen to that for myself. Matsunaga and Kotaro, let's go. Oh, I'm dead. Restart. I'm dead.
ようこそ友よ。ここが二条御所改め守護の館だ。
Yeah, it looks like we have to use the special weapon here because we're fighting Ashikaga. I cannot fight them with this weapon. There you go.
Yo koso tomo yo. ここが二条御所改め守護の館だ。少し道楽が高じてな。完全な。
Yeah, Muneshiga is a lot better with the special inscription. He's faster.
のままただ勝ってはつまらぬ。
認めたくないものだ。王朝に陰りありなどとは。
友よ、面白うない戦をした。主君として真どもの文を詫びる。
Finish him.
ザビー様はザビリアン柔術の有段者でもあるのです。
ためらいが生んだ結果だ。猛省したまえ、風魔。
双方良き試合
The red one. Hello, Tecmo Boss. What's up, man? I felt sick for some reason today. Hope you get better soon. The air is not good today. I have a lot of I have some of my workmates as well getting sick. Yeah, hopefully you feel better when I watching the stream. You're still going to TGS, right? Tecmo Boss this September.
Sorin 様、このこと絵日記に書くんだろうな。久秀を避けたか。いや、しかし本当にそうかな。
Look at that. Isn't that the most beautiful thing you've seen? Oh my god, I love Sengoku Basara. It's just so damn ridiculous. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, my flight ticket and hotel are secured, so it's a yes. Yeah, they look at those two. Those are the face of joy. Gotta carry those donations to Saki. Yeah. Convert to Xavism. Matsunaga is here. Let's show him what true power looks like. Alright, Zavibot, engage. What golden pot? Oh, it's gold. Oh, that golden pot, yeah. It's usually get that when in the roulette, but sometimes it comes out on random. I still don't know why it comes out on random. It's usually if you get the bad luck in the roulette, right? It says Zavi time. Probably. Oh, there's another golden pot. Now let's dance.
みへと吹き上げる。
Only for like 30 minutes, and now he's cross-dressing as the female angel. No, he's, you know what he's dressing? He looks like he's dressed, like, the way he dressed. Yeah, he looks like he's about to perform a Christmas stage play on some high school gym, right? He looks like he's about to perform like a Christmas carol or a Christmas play from high school or some kind of school play. Well, I think it's more than 30 minutes, by the way. Yes, I think it's almost an hour. That's a great analogy. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna fight this guy by dressing ridiculously.
今こそ創世の時。さあ、守護の檻を突破せし友よ。世と共にどこまでも駆けく限ろうではないか。友よ。
Imagine instead of a stage play, they did a wrestling show for Basara.
過ぎてはいけません。ザビー様はほぼまあいいよねですよ。
Just all the Basara cast, but wrestlers. Yeah, I know we have wrestling collaboration with Basara, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
そうだな。ここでも少し趣向を凝らしてみようか。
He gets speed.
友よ、これが天からの申し送りだ。一撃のもと、主に染めよ。色を風に登れ、手によ。不願だな。だが二度同じ過ちはない。そうだろう、友よ。防ぐのかはその方次第。 だが逃げてはくれるなよ。
お金があれば即完封。わかりやすいでしょ。おけびかずち。
Yeah, it's fully in Japanese. I noticed that all the text dialogues in Japanese. Yeah, this is a Japanese exclusive game, so everything is in Japanese. Oh, not again. Let's summon Mecha Zavi. Yeah, but I'm talking about the other way around. Actual wrestlers cosplaying as Basara characters. That would be interesting, yeah. A wrestler cosplaying as Yukimura would be fun. Right, time for one final stage of the normal route, or Sengoku route.
先輩が取り囲んでます。
変えることなど叶わぬ。この手で掴んで変えた。私の俺の運命。
Alright, so this is interesting. Our final stage is Echi's End. I've never had this stage, or I've never experienced this stage being the final stage of normal round, by the way. Alright, let's change the music. I want to use Xavi's theme. Wait. Let's use Xavi's theme. Katsue doesn't like Xavism. Is there a Sorin's theme in Disco? Sorin. Let's see. Wait, let me let me change weapons first. Sorin's theme. Okay. Let's see if I can find Sorin's theme. Oh, that's Yoshitsugu's theme. Here it is. I want to find other Sorin's theme or other Xavi's theme. Or do we have Xavi stage here? Oh yeah, we have Xavi stage. Ah yeah, here's Xavi stage. You love me. Is this the most recent Basara game? You could say no. The most recent Basara game is actually the game after this that came out in 2016. Let's just use the Sorin's theme. It's basically just Xavi's theme remix. So yeah, in terms of the main games, you have 4 games for Sengoku Basara. Sengoku Basara 1, Sengoku Basara 2, which had an expansion called Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, Sengoku Basara 3, which came out in the West as well, Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes, which had an expansion called Sengoku Basara 3 Utage. The one I'm playing here is the expansion of Sengoku Basara 4, Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. And then there's one more Sengoku Basara game called Sanada Yukimura Den, focuses on the story of Yukimura, that came out after this, a year after Basara 4 Sumeragi, which is the last mainline Sengoku Basara game. Unless you count the gacha game as well, Battle Party. I almost forgot, Profar. Did your birthday pass already? Yeah, my birthday is back in 26th of June. It's okay. I mean, I do believe you already gave me a happy birthday, so that's enough for me. Right, let's get started. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not forcing anyone to watch me. If people want to watch me, then just watch me. I do lurk in Michael W's stream sometimes. Yeah, it's been a while since the last entry. It's a Capcom thing to do, just kind of like, leave their series to be forgotten. It's mostly a Japanese exclusive series anyway. Again, business-wise, I understand Capcom wanted to focus more on the games that sell well, like your Street Fighter, your Resident Evil, and your Monster Hunter. I still hope for Sengoku Basara to come back one day, because next year it'll be the 20th anniversary of the series. I misunderstood. What were you saying when you referred Capcom as Crapcom? Oh yeah, it was during like during the mid 2010s. Capcom's games weren't all that good. Like some of them are good like this, but it was during the time where Capcom games were kind of crap. So that's why people call it Crapcom back in the day. But that was like in the mid 2000s to late 2000s. I say mid 2010s to late 2010s. Capcom is good again. Yeah, we are not in Crapcom. Like Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi was one of the few good entries that came during the Crapcom era. I think Capcom stopped being shit. I think Capcom stopped being Crapcom after Resident Evil 2 remake and Devil May Cry 5. I think that was the moment where Capcom actually went back on track. 2019. Sengoku Basara being a niche series, again, it's an opportunity for me to make content out of this game. I like to introduce this game to new eyes, whether you're a Dynasty Wars fan or you're other fans of hack and slash, especially Devil May Cry. Like, if you're into Devil May Cry games, I highly recommend to play Sengoku Basara, especially Basara for Sumeragi. Though I've been introducing Sengoku Basara series to Dynasty Wars fans, and most of them responded positively. Like they wish Koei would put this much effort into making the combat as good as Sengoku Basara. Though they say One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 and 4 was the closest thing to in-depth combat in a Musou game, but still, they still called, yeah, Basara is still on top. Some didn't like Basara games for whatever reason, like some just blindly turn a blind eye Sengoku Basara game, downplaying the game, saying, oh, it's too anime, it sucks. And most of them are the ones I noticed, right? The ones that just being ignorant to Sengoku Basara are the Dynasty Wars fans on Reddit, because Reddit. Yeah, no ping TGS. Shit fighter, well, that's kind of unique. I would have thought, because you lurk in Severe's channel, yes man, I would have thought you would like Street Fighter. Shit fighter. I mean, Street Fighter is a great fighting game. It pioneered, competitive fighting games, but when it comes to fighting games, I still prefer other series like Mortal Kombat and Tekken. And Soul Calibur, as I said earlier in the stream. Those are my go-to fighting games. So Samurai Wars is into anime with characters like Koshosho. Exactly. That's what I heard from people on Reddit saying, oh, Sengoku Basara disrespected the characters, disrespected the historical characters by making them over the top. Unlike Koei in Dynasty and Samurai Wars, because Koei's goal in Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Wars is to make characters as historically accurate as possible. Yes, again, we have Koshosho, not just Koshosho. Are you going to tell me with a straight face that Samurai Warriors Naotora was treated with so much respect to the history of Naotora? Or Shuju being a fat fuck is not an anime direction from Koei Tecmo? Or Jung He being an elegant femboy? Yeah, get out of here. I mean, again, it's Reddit. Why am I surprised? Like Tecmo Boss said, yeah, Reddit, they won't allow you to have opinions. Oh, you're always talking shit about that franchise. Well, I do lurk in Savi's stream sometimes, but I mostly lurk when he's playing Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Like, I don't lurk at long hours because I'm mostly at work when he's streaming. All right, so you don't like Street Fighters, I see. I mean, to each with their own. We all have our opinions. Like, I like Street Fighter, but not to a degree where I'm crazy with it. Yeah, I'm not into Street Fighter. Reddit will bury you with the downvotes. Yeah. A friend of mine talk about Warsaw G4. Like, he really likes Warsaw G4. Or not, or like he said that, again, it's about different opinions. So he basically said that when it comes to people complain about Wars games too easy and whatnot, and he mentioned that, I mean, those arguments are true, and he said that sometimes when you play Wars games, like one of the good things about the modern Warriors games from Koei is that player's choice. Again, you can play these games, or you can play modern Warriors games like Dynasty Wars 8, Summer Wars 4, especially Dynasty Wars 8, right? The way you want to. It's just him saying a general statement like that. Like, you don't have to play a Wars game in a certain manner if you don't want to, or it's like you can play any Warriors games in the way that you want to play it. And then he got 30 downvotes for just saying that. I mean, I look at him, and I was like, why is he getting downvoted? He just said something, you could say very basic. You don't have to play Dynasty Wars games the specific way other people want you to play it. Like, if you want to play it the way you want it to play it, like either you want to make your characters as busted as possible or you want a good challenge, it's up to you. If anything, and the modern games like Dynasty Wars 8 provided you with that option. You can make your character absolutely broken by crafting the best weapons as possible, or you want to nerf yourself and give a good challenge run. Him saying that got a lot of downvotes. On Reddit, there was like, yeah, I read that. I was like, what he said was nothing wrong. It's not even like, he's not even forcing his opinion. He just said an observation, like, you can play these games the way you want it to be. Like Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi. If you're the type of guy who likes to play combo crazy, like in Devil May Cry, good. I mean, I recommend people playing that way. It's like, this is the best way for a musou game if you want to play it with like style and combo crazy. But if you want to play Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi, just ramming enemies as much as possible and make your character as broken as possible, go ahead. The Elden Ring community treatment. I love the Street Fighter lore and characters. I grew up with the American cartoon and the anime, but I've never liked the games. I see. Do you like fighting games, by the way? Yes, man. Inc. What fighting games do you like? When it comes to fighting game lores, of course, my favorite is Mortal Kombat. Yes, I know the new timeline is kind of ass. They constantly write themselves into the corner. But overall, I always like the lore of Mortal Kombat, especially the original lore. From the original trilogy all the way until Armageddon. I'm right now. That's what I do. Spam Kenshin, Super Art, Triangle repeatedly. Yeah, that's why I love playing Kenshin. Monster Hunter just seems like a crazy time commitment, at least going from what I experienced from Tokiden. My favorite Capcom series, other than Sengoku Basara, is Mega Man X. Another Mega Man overall is another series that Capcom left in the closet right now. I like my games simple. To each with their own, like I said. To each to their own.
吹屋で行かせてもらうぜ。
貴様には刹那の生存も許可しない。
Do you like? So that means you like beat 'em ups, Terry? Streets of Rage. By the way, yes, man. If you're still here, you like Streets of Rage? Yeah, Streets of Rage is one of my favorite game series of all time.
あなたは伊達氏。なぜあなたがここにいる？
ま、ただの通りすがりだ。だが随分とピンチじゃねえか。時間稼ぎして。
Wait, let me finish these guys first. Let me finish Mitsunari and Masamune. Yes, man, you mentioned Masamune voiced by Goten, right? Young Goten in the anime. While in the game, he's voiced in the English version of the game. He's voiced by Ruben Langdon instead of Robert McCollum. Mitsunari also has a different English voice actor in the game and the anime. In the anime, Mitsunari is voiced by Matt Mercer, while in the game, he's voiced by Troy Baker. Yeah, if you play Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes, Ruben Langdon voiced Masamune instead of Robert McCollum. Like I said, they wanted to have that Devil May Cry feel, so considering Sengoku Basara was made by the developers of Devil May Cry, so they have the main character voiced by Ruben Langdon. Yeah, so like the two poster boys of Sengoku Basara, Masamune and Yukimura, voiced by Ruben Langdon and Johnny Young Bosch, basically Dante and Nero. I love Streets of Rage. Great. I love it too. I grew up playing Mortal Kombat and Tekken in the arcades. I love Killer Instinct, Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur, and Samurai Showdown. As far as his newer games, I like Shaolin vs. Wu-Tang and Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue seems nice. I know a lot of people love Blaze Blue. Yeah, Kirby Morrow voiced Masamune in Devil Kings, who, fun fact, he voiced Miroku in Inuyasha. Rest in peace, Kirby Morrow. Yeah, so there are like, if you play the English version, I'm not talking about the first game, the third game, Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes. Some of the voice actors are different from the anime in the game. Like, for example, like I said, in the anime, Masamune is voiced by Robert McCollum. In the game, Masamune is voiced by Ruben Langdon. Who else? Mitsunari. Mitsunari in the anime is voiced by Matt Mercer, but Mitsunari in the game, he's voiced by Troy Baker. Keiji is another character that has different voice actors. In the anime, Keiji is voiced by Eric Vale, Trunks, right? Future Trunks. Eric Vale, but in the game, he's voiced by Matt Mercer. Right? Time to fight Sakura and Katsuie.
共倒れでスカンピンはまずいっしょ。どうだい？まずはお客さんに帰ってもらうってのは。
構わない。だがその次はお前の番だ。
I always found that weird. Yeah, Eric Vale voiced him Keiji in the anime, but in the game, he's voiced by Matt Mercer. Matt Mercer doesn't reprise the same role. Yeah, that I find that to be interesting. Like, he voiced two different characters in two different media of the same series.
部なくしちまってから泣きつくなよ。やつの生身の人間よ。
ランドのお土産一番人気ジャンボザビーグッズ。
綺麗にスカンピンだ。何もかも吸っちまったよ。
My second favorite is Sengoku Basara 3 Utage. Third would be Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes.
ザビー様、ついに日の元へ、僕の元へ戻ってきてくださったのですね。
会いに行く。私はすぐ行かねば。
そんなザビー様、そのお顔を一目だけでも。
ナムさん。
はあ。に恥ずかしい。
胸しげ。そのポーズ。
はちゃめちゃエクセレンツ。あとはですね、ここだ。ここ。
はっ、承知いたしました。
Yes! Perfect!
意外といけちゃうもんだな。
Yeah, Muneshige is questioning his life decisions. I question my life decisions all the time. Aren't we all? But probably we would question our life decisions less if we joined the cult of Xavism, right? Am I right or am I right or am I right? Just look at it. Just look as goofy as possible to keep Sorin happy. Yeah, he's the Zombieland clown. All right, let's finish drama out. I'm getting overexcited right now. You're definitely. You're deafened? Wait. The cult of Xavism or Xavism might be just what we all need. You're definitely right. Like, look at Sorin here. He looks like he lived a life with no regrets. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Right, time to fight Chester Shimazu. I'll use the alternate color because I do like the color. Yeah, I do like the red chainsaws on Muneshige. It looks badass. Ah, damn it, I forgot to change the music again. Yeah, I forgot to change the music. Yeah, so yes, man. Yeah, I list down my favorite Sengoku Basara games there. Top 3. Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. This one. Second is Sengoku Basara 3 Utage. And the third one is Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. Doom the Dark Ages. I'm not a big Doom player, unfortunately. Like I suck at shooters. The only shooter games that I like are the 2D shooter games, like your Metal Slug, Contra, and also railgun shooters, like your Time Crisis games. Those are the only shooting games that I play. I know a lot of people really like Doom in my server. It's funny you said that because I'm the opposite. Oh, you love shooting games? That's cool. The last FPS, like, okay, there are some FPS games that I like to play. Mostly the single player campaign FPS game. Like, I haven't played Doom. Back in the day, I played a lot of Medal of Honor games. I love the James Bond FPS games like GoldenEye, The World Is Not Enough. Even the GoldenEye remake with Daniel Craig. I love that game. GoldenEye Reloaded. I mean, I suck at 2D shooters. Oh, like Metal Slug or Contra. I suck at them too. Like, I suck at Contra. Contra is a difficult game. I just like playing 2D shooters. Some of my favorite 2D shooters, like 2D arcade shooters, other than Metal Slug and Contra, is Sunset Riders. Yeah, you can tell what generation I belong in when I mentioned that game, Sunset Riders. I only like first-person shooter, and well, I like one first-person shooter and one first-person shooter only, and that's Painkiller. Nice. Oh, original Doom on PC. Nice. The original Doom was also in Super Nintendo, right? Yeah, it was on Super Nintendo. It was on Sega Sega 32X. Which sucked. Right, which sucked. Yes, it was. I played a bit of Duke Nukem back in the day. Not a big fan of it, honestly. The last Duke Nukem game we got was Duke Nukem Forever. Yeah, it was you know what my friend called that game? Duke Nuke Forever. Halo Aldi. Halo Bang, numpang like dulu ya Bang. Oke Aldi, terima kasih. Kamu udah selesai live streamnya. I wish I was more into FPS than I am. Yeah, like yeah, it is what it is. The last FPS game I played was a couple of months ago, Valorant, because a fellow streamer asked me to join a game. Like he wanted to find team members to play Valorant with him. So you know what? It's good for his channel and it's good for my channel. So all right, let's play Valorant. And then after, it's a competitive shooter, right? After I'm done with Valorant, I told him, yeah, I'm installing this game. I don't think I'm gonna play this game anymore. I just don't enjoy the game. I was playing the game because he asked me to do a stream together, so which I did. I'm going to head now. Sayonara. All right, I'll see you later. Hedgehog, take care. Have a good day. I actually consider Duke Nukem Forever to be the better Duke Nukem games that I played. Again, I'm not big into Duke Nukem, but from what people say, again, that's an interesting take. All right, Terry, because a lot of people in the online gaming community say Duke Nukem Forever sucks so bad it kills the franchise. Personally, I think it's crazy that people complain about video games and movies being unrealistic, because what's the point of playing games and watching movies if they mirror the lives we're living? Exactly. The same argument I said about Sengoku Basara when people say, oh, why do you like Sengoku Basara compared to Dynasty Warriors? It's so, or like compared to Koei's Dynasty and Sun Warriors, that this is so over the top. I mean, these characters are based off historical characters, right? This is so over the top, unlike in Dynasty and Summer Warriors, where it's more grounded and quote-unquote historically accurate. I said, exactly. Why do I like playing Sengoku Basara? Because it's over the top. It's an over-the-top take of the warring states period of Japan, and they're fully aware of it. And not to mention, Dynasty and Summer Warriors gets... Yes, the PS2 games are a lot more grounded, right? But Dynasty and Summer Warriors gets more over the top as the series progresses. Ever since the presence of Basara, by the way. And nobody is going to convince me otherwise. We don't play games for realism, including myself. I know some people do, but I don't play video games or movies for realism. Well, at least to a certain context. I do like realism in certain contexts, right? But just to reiterate what you said, I don't really see a lot of realism. I do like, here's the thing, I do like when a video game or a movie makes sense. Speaking of realism, okay, I will say this. In terms of, like, I do like realism in terms of sense. As in, like, in terms of the story making sense in that universe, right? In terms of treating your audience with intelligence. Like, one of the reasons I don't like the sequel trilogy of Star Wars is because those movies make no sense in the lore of Star Wars. Like, in that universe, those movies make no sense. Those movies constantly contradict with each other. Like, Episode 7 contradicts with the prequels and the original trilogy. Episode 8 contradicts with Episode 7, and then Episode 9 tried to retcon Episode 8 and then contradicts the entire lore. I don't like realism in terms of, like... I like realism in terms of making sense on the plot or the story of the movie, or making sense in the game, right? I do like in that aspect. Let's see. The main reason I play Asura's Wrath is my favorite game is... the main reason Asura's Wrath is my favorite game is because how ridiculously over the top it is. Exactly. The same can be said about Sengoku Basara, why I like this game a lot. Well, the reason I like WWE and action games was because I was a coward back in school. You and me both. Oh, yeah, it's the same thing with wrestling, right? Oh, why do you watch WWE? It's a scripted show. Exactly. I like it because it's a script. I like watching WWE because of how over the top this show is. It's like a professional sport, but it's so dramatized, but it's so over the top. It has that entertainment value for me. And I like when you try to talk to me, try to prove, WWE is fake, or WWE is scripted. Like, you're not proving anyone, honestly. Like, even fans of the show, even fans of WWE knows it's a scripted show. No, it's not actually a competitive sport. It is a sport, but it's a sport mainly to entertain the audience with the over-the-top storyline of professional wrestling, right? So yeah, those are I miss arcade racing games. You and me both. Yeah, those are the old days of escapism. There aren't many racing. There aren't many of them are. There used to be. Most of them are racing sims now. Well, I do like kart racing most than racing sims. Also, I miss when games were a power fantasy. Now games have to be all relatability and having loser characters that you... Yeah, exactly. Like, when people try to make characters that is fat, that is loser to, you know, like to relate to the audience. Like when I play video games, I don't want to be a loser character. I don't want to be a fat fuck, you know? I don't want to have a character that physically or 90% is relatable to me. I want a character that's badass. You know, I want to play a character that's badass. I want to play a character that's funny. I want to play a character that's just so crazy. Like, again, I'm playing as Sorin right now. I like playing as Sorin because how over the top he is. You're absolutely right. I want to play as somebody to escape my mundane life. Exactly. Like I said, I want to play a character that's cool. I want to play a character that's badass. I want to play a character that's whimsy. Shushu. Oh, Shushu is damn badass. Yeah. I need to keep telling people realism is not the same as context-based design. Exactly. Sport is still sport though. Back in 2000s, when every video game character was competing to be the coolest, those were... Yeah. Which is why I appreciate games like... Again, like Sengoku Basara. I appreciate games like beat-em up games like Streets of Rage. You have cool characters. Despite... Again, you may not like Street Fighter, but you cannot tell me with a straight face that Street Fighter characters are not cool. Again, I like to play as cool characters, even female characters, right? I like to play as a badass female characters, right? In Sengoku Basara, I like to play as Matsu. I like to play as Naotora. I like to play as Magoichi, right? Or some of my audience told me, oh, I want to play as a hot babe. Yeah, exactly. I want to... Also, hello, Isaac. Yeah, exactly. When I play a female video game character, I want to have a cool female video game character. Like, if I want to play as a hot babe, I want to play as a hot babe. Alright? I like when a game novel stories in general that took a great deal of explaining the reasons behind everything and not as relying on tropes. Exactly. Alright. But female characters, like I want to play characters like Lara Croft. I want to play a character like Jill Valentine. I like characters like Chun-Li, like Cammy. Why? Because they are cool. Tekken characters, right? I like playing as Nina Williams. I like playing as Reina. Why? Because they are cool. I'm not looking for relatability when I play video game characters. No, I want to immerse myself with these characters. I want to immerse myself in a way that, hey, these characters are amazing. These characters are fun to play as. I want to play a hot babe, Yoshiaki. Look, Kasuga is showering. Nowadays, you got all these people who want relatable superheroes, but they're not supposed to be relatable. But they're supposed to be superior. Relatable in a way, like in terms of their character flaw, right? Relatable, like when you see their human side. I do like that when it comes to superhero. I want to talk about that after I'm beating Yoshihiro here. I do like some form of relatability, you know, which I'm gonna talk about it later once I'm done with the stage.
強するための姿が目に浮かびますよ。
ザビーランドって結構楽しそう。
I love you。
今すぐ会いたいザビー。
Saw him saying I love you. Hey, Rainer, welcome. Yep, amazing character. I miss you.
寂しか寂しか。おまはんらも男なら度胸は見せんね。みんな心の奥底でザビーを求めているのですよ。
ランドの次は絵巻の都ザビウッドです。
音に聞こえし音もせ甘くはありませんよ。
Oh, he's about to do a Getsuga Tensho on me. Hey, imagine Sorin on that huge vacuum cleaner from Yakuza like a dragon. He can do the Michael Jackson move. Yeah, I'm aware, Brainer. I'm aware. I'm aware of Atsuko Tanaka passed away yesterday. The voice of Motoko from Ghost in a Shell. Rest in peace to her. Where were we? Of course, Maria is the final boss. About relatable characters. Wait, let me set the weapons first. Where are we? I could agree. Heck, my favorite Darkstalker character is Senko. Spider-Man was made to be the average dude who was down on his luck that got superpowers and used them to help people. Nah, okay, where was I? Yeah. Relatable characters. I do like when... Again, I want to talk about anime, right? One of the things I like about anime characters is how cool they are. But I do like when they show relatability in a way that is subtle, you know? Like, I do like, how do I say it? Like, I do like relatability in a way that's presented subtly. It's not like, hey, this is a fat character, this is a loser, you're relatable to him. No, I do like when that relatability is being turned into something positive. For example, if you talk about my favorite protagonist in anime, my favorite protagonist is of all time in anime is Urameshi Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho. Yusuke is arguably one of the coolest anime characters ever made, right? Like, he is a great fighter, he has a good heart. Like, Yusuke, one of the things I like about Yusuke is that how not only he's a cool looking character, not only he has cool powers, but the thing that I like the most from Yusuke and Yu Yu Hakusho is how he developed as a character throughout the series. Like, he went from a juvenile, right? He went from a juvenile delinquent to a man, right? And I feel like that kind of like development hits you, you know? Like, maybe he's relatable in a way that he's an average high school, or he's an average high school dude, but the way he developed himself as the series progressed is a positive feeling that you watch. Like, you watch him go, so, and then it creates some kind of, like, it creates this positive feeling towards Yusuke from beginning to end, right? Yeah, exactly, like a hero overcoming the weakness. That kind of relatability is what I like about stories, fictional stories. Another characters I like, protagonists, Inuyasha. I like Inuyasha as a protagonist. Why? Now, is he a flawed character? Absolutely. He tends to be very whiny in most of the show, right? Throughout the show, but you get to learn a lot about Inuyasha and his past. For example, or why is he whiny, or like why is he the way he is, right? I mean, in terms of abilities, he's a strong fighter. I mean, I like Inuyasha, but I don't look at, oh, I wish I could, I don't look at relatability in Inuyasha as in like, oh, he's cool and I'm a fat fuck, you know, or I'm a loser who can't fight. That's not what I look for when it comes to relatability. In a way, Inuyasha is relatable in terms of like his childhood, right? Inuyasha's childhood, he wasn't accepted because he was born a half demon. He wasn't accepted as in the human world because he's half demon, but he wasn't accepted as well in the demon world because he's half human. So he was an outcast, right? And when you look at Inuyasha's past as an outcast and how he has to fight, how he has to fight for survival, how he wanted to become a full demon so that he could just be accepted in one world, right? He just want to be accepted. That kind of story or that kind of thing is relatable. Don't forget lazy. Is relatable, right? Exactly. Make characters, not caricatures. If I'm seeing like characters that are fat or lazy or those kind of things, you know, fat, lazy, and just a nerd who are like just a complete loser to make the audience feel relatable to them, I don't feel relatable. If anything, when I see those kind of characters, as a not so much of a winner myself, I said, damn, I don't want to be like someone like this, right? I don't want to wake up in the morning and looking like this, right? Where is it? I haven't read sorry. Yeah, exactly. So again, I do like when a character grows on you, and that's why I believe a lot of people tend to attach themselves or tend to be attracted with superheroes. It's not necessarily like, yes, we look at superhero like Batman, for example. We look at Batman is cool, but he does have a human side in a way that's relatable to his audience, right? That's why a lot of people like Batman. And another character that I like, I'm talking about, I mean, you don't mind me talking about a lot of things, right? It's me streaming, it's not just playing video games. I like to talk. How many of you have watched Tintin? If Bob is like, again, I like Bob not simply, again, I like Bob from Tekken not just because he's fat. He's fat and he's cool, right? He's fat, he's quick, he's funny, he's energetic, he's just full of energy. It's not like, yes, Bob being fat is one of his character trait, but it's not the only character trait. It's not why, like, if let's say Tekken just make Bob with no other defining character from Bob other than fat, nobody will like him. Bob is fat and cool at the same time, right? Bob is fat, Bob is quirky, Bob is full of life, he's a great fighter. Bob is basically, when you make a character that is engaging, he's not a one-dimensional character. Yeah, again, if Bob's defining character trait is just fat, then he's just a one-dimensional character. We love Bob. Me personally, I like Bob as a character in Tekken, not because he's fat. Also, hello, Sakuya. There are more things that I love about Bob other than just him being fat, right? He's not a one-dimensional character. There's so many things I like about Bob. Oh, I would love to see Bob in Tekken 8. Isekai trope nowadays, so I think caricatures have their so I do think caricatures have their place. It's when they attempt to politicize. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I have a fat character. If you don't like this fat character, you're fat phobic. Or, oh, why are the characters good looking? You know, I remember. I think I was talking about it with Mura when he said that there's a trend in like modern games or modern movies where they tend to make characters obnoxious. To make like they tend to make characters obnoxious with, you know, with modern humor just for the sake of relatability. You don't find that relatable. You find that annoying. And yeah. And again, politicize. Where am I talking? Which I kind of forget what I want to talk. About politicizing characters. Yeah, it's like, oh, why are the characters good looking? Why are the characters ripped to shred? Or why are the female characters beautiful? Because like if you like, it's like if you they politicize characters, right? Oh, if you make a character's if you make a female characters beautiful, then some fat ugly woman. Why not? Exactly. Some fat ugly woman somewhere out there is going to be feel offended. They're going to feel insecure. And then I remember Mura saying, "Oh, if there's a fat fuck feeling insecure because of a good-looking female character, here's a solution: move your ass." That's what he said to me. Oh, you feel insecure by looking at a good-looking character? Move your fucking ass. I'm gonna hop off now. Enjoy. Alright, yeah, exactly. If you feel insecure because of a fictional character, that's not on the character. That's mostly on you. If you're a fat fuck, feeling insecure to someone like, let's say, a Jill Valentine or a Lara Croft, that's not on Lara Croft. That's not on the game. That's literally on you. Oh, I feel so insecure by looking at someone who is in good shape. Move. Get off your couch. Get off the Pringles. Get off the Coke. Move your ass. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the most ripped guy. You know, I'm far from ripped, by the way. Dude, I probably have a dad bod at this point. Obnoxious characters are funny when they're annoying in universe to everyone else, like Deadpool. Yeah, in a way it is. Like, obnoxious. Again, this is why when it comes to topics like this, I prefer to write my points because I'm not good at impromptu talks. Imagine being offended by a fictional character who has development. Exactly. If you're offended by a fictional character, that's on you. Exactly. And it's not like these fictional characters are actively offending people, right? I mean, there are like some characters that are actively offending people in certain aspect. Again, it always depends on the context for me. In certain aspect, if the context of these characters is to annoy you or to offend you, then you have, again, they have the right to be offended. But if these characters just exist to look cool, and then you're offended by someone who looks cool, that's not on them. That's literally on you. It's like going, let's say, it's like going outside, and then you let's say you're a dude, and then you look at the dude that is in amazing shape. Then you start yelling at the dude, "Why are you in amazing shape? You know, like, look at me, I'm a fat fuck. You offend me as a guy who is in amazing shape." No, it's like, dude, if you see someone with a nice body and a six-pack abs, and then you feel offended about them, that's not on them. That's on you. Like, there are characters I don't like because they're painted as baby faces and given tons of armor plot armor, but just annoying and horrible people. Again, it's like I said, these kind of topics are a little bit complicated. At least the way I need to explain it in a way. This is why, like I said, I prefer to write down my own, write down my points before I talk about these things, just to make sure I'm giving the right message, or I'm giving the right points. Other than protagonists, I do like some good villains. Now, when it comes to villains, a lot of people say, "Oh, I like villains when they're relatable," or "I like villains who has a tragic backstory," and some of those things, right? personally, I do like villains when they're just evil. And let's say, I remember when I was a kid, okay? I was fascinated by villains. I was fascinated by villains, and when I like certain villains, for example, when it comes to Marvel, I like Magneto, I like Doc Ock. When it comes to DC, I like the Joker, I like the Penguin, I like Mr. Freeze. And when I said, oh, I like villainous characters, because back in the day, people want to be heroes. I want to be a Power Ranger, I want to be an Ultraman, I want to be a Superman. And sometimes I appreciate villains. Oh, I like villains because a good hero needs a good villain. I like villains. And when people say I like villains, oh, you like bad people. How could you like bad people? And then it's like, no, I like fictional villains. Like, when I say I like fictional villains, it doesn't mean that I like evil people in real life, right? Do I like when I say I like villains, do I like these evil deeds, or do I want to see what they do in their evil deeds in real life? Of course not. Now, most times when I like villains is because I like how they are played in that universe, right? I like villains when they do evil things in that universe. I don't like if you, like I say, I like the Joker, right? Because the Joker is an amazing villain in the Batman universe. Now, do I want to see a Joker in real life? Absolutely not. I think we should never ever have a real life Joker, right? That would be catastrophic. And honestly, it's impossible to have a real life Joker, because as soon as someone acting like the Joker in real life, he would probably be dead in 5 seconds. Like, the police is not going to show mercy on someone like the Joker. He's probably going to shoot him dead before he did something else. Before he did something worse, right? I like good villains because they're just, they're presented really well in the story or in the fictional world. I give example. I think I've mentioned it multiple times on my stream that one of my favorite fiction villains is Naraku from Inuyasha. Now, why do I like Naraku? Do I like Naraku because he's evil? Yes, he's evil in Inuyasha. Now, if you have someone like Naraku in real life, would I like a Naraku in real life? Of course not. I think Naraku is a horrible person. Do I think he's a great person? No, Naraku is a horrible person. Why do I like Naraku in Inuyasha? Because 1, he's a great villain. 2, I love his voice actor, Morikawa Toshiyuki. 3, he's basically the driving force behind Inuyasha's plot. That's why I like Naraku as a villain in Inuyasha, right? Freddy Krueger is a fun villain and gives his series its unique feel. I like well-written villain. A well-written villain makes me like the well-written heroes. Exactly. Again, one of the reasons why I like Naraku as an anime villain is that he is what you can say paste the plot together. It's like the heroes in Inuyasha, like Inuyasha, Kagome, Miroku, Sango, Shippo, Kirara, they all have the same goal: stop Naraku. And all of these characters have their life ruined by Naraku. Even the side characters like Koga, Sesshomaru, they are all united because their life some point was destroyed by Naraku, right? Which is why Naraku is one of my favorite villains, if not my favorite villain in all of animes. Other than Naraku, my favorite villains would be Shishio Makoto from Rurouni Kenshin, Rao from Fist of the North Star, and so many others. Alright, so let's go to our final stage. Most of my favorite characters are villains. Exactly. It same goes with wrestling. Most of my favorite wrestlers are heels. You like all of my favorite villains? Nice. We have the same taste, I guess. Which is why when I watch Yashahime, yes man, the villain in Yashahime is pretty underwhelming. Kirin Maru. Exactly, that's why I like villains. You understand where they're coming from, though you don't agree what they're... Though you can't defend what they're doing. Mine is Psychopath Randy Orton. My favorite wrestling heel is definitely Edge. Rated R Edge, back in 2006 and 7. Especially 2007 and 2008 Edge, when he was feuding with The Undertaker. That's my favorite heel. Psychopath Randy Orton is also amazing. Hell, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns is an amazing heel. Kirin is an absolute crap. I see Zero's. Yeah, exactly. Same goes with me. Kirin is just kind of there. Zero is the... I feel like Zero is more of a main villain than Kirin Maru. Now, there was a video, right? I seen about comparing the villains in Inuyasha and Yashahime. I have voices. I hear voices in my head. Yeah. There's a video about, or there was a discussion about Naraku and Kirin Maru. Which character is stronger? Kirin Maru is stronger than Naraku. Exactly, I agree. Kirin Maru might be the stronger character than Naraku, but he's not a better character than Naraku. Definitely not. Kirin Maru is not a better villain than Naraku. Though I like his voice actors, both in Japanese and English, for Kirin Maru. Like his Japanese voice actor is Hosoya Yoshimasa, and his English voice actor is Crispin Freeman. Like, Crispin Freeman was the perfect choice for Kirin Maru, in my opinion. That was the perfect voice for him. I like Regal during his Goodwill Ambassador gimmick, mainly because, as a British person, it's so satisfying to listen to him troll Americans. Real Regal is a very underrated wrestler. He's a really good technical wrestler. And it's also unfortunate, Terry. You know what is one of Will Regal's most memorable moments in WWE? Kissing Vince McMahon's ass on screen. It's very, very unfortunate someone as talented as Will Regal, and his most memorable moment is him kissing Vince McMahon's butt cheeks. Good voice actor, Waste by Villains Drive. Crispin Freeman, aka the whiny version of Togusa. I mean, Crispin Freeman has a really amazing voice. I like his voice as Itachi. Two of my favorite villains are pretty much the two extremes. Kessler from Infamous and Dr. Nefarious from Ratchet and Clank. He nailed Itachi? Yeah, I agree. Like, Yashahime has a really good English voice cast. Again, it's a shame that the story is crap, while the English voice, like, both the English and Japanese voice casts are amazing. Example, Towa is voiced by Erica Mendes in English. Setsuna was voiced by Kira Buckland. And Moroha was voiced by Morgan Berry. And Kohaku, you mentioned you like Kohaku in Yashahime. Kohaku's voice actor was Alan Lee, who voiced Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 1. For me, my most memorable moment was, you know, the most definitive wrestling moment for me. Like, before I read your previous comment, Terry, I legit thought your most definitive wrestling moment was was William Regal kissing Vince McMahon's ass. Holy shit! For me, my most memorable moment was the time he tried to recite Hamlet to the audience to bore everyone to death. Then Stone Cold interrupted and hit him with the stunner. Nice. Yeah, Sorry, for a second there, like I said, sorry, Terry. For a second there, I thought you were mentioning about William Regal kissing Vince McMahon's ass. See, it sums up what wrestling is about. Shakespeare for people who hate pretentious nuisance. I'll take my leave, Profar. Urgent things. Thank you for the stream. See you, chat. Alright, I'll see you later. We're about to finish up anyway, so... I do want to go back to streaming Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask, because I haven't finished that game. Yeah, Kohaku is great. Yeah, I even like Kohaku in original Inuyasha, Kid Kohaku. Another villain in Inuyasha that I like, other than, of course, the main villain, Naraku. You know Bankotsu? I like Bankotsu. Because when you think of theater, you think of William Regal. He is a literal wrestling embodiment of theater. And he's a good in-ring performer as well. Like I said, if I want to have a top 5 wrestlers, like underrated wrestlers, not in order, William Regal is one of them. Yes, I did watch the video on Sengoku Basara X by Kanage. It was shown in my Discord server, and it was shown in the Sengoku Basara Discord server. Bankotsu, yeah, Bankotsu is great. Matt Hill. Originally, Inuyasha has a really good cast of English voice actors as well. The Ocean dub, right? The Ocean team, like Richard Ian Cox as Inuyasha, who also voiced. If you ever watch X-Men Evolution, he voiced Quicksilver in X-Men Evolution. Kagome voiced by Monica Story, but then she was replaced by Kira Tozer because Monica Story retired as a voice actor. Miroku voiced by Kirby Morrow, rest in peace. In Yashahime, he was replaced by Ian James Corlett. Kelly Sheridan as Sango. I mostly remember Kelly Sheridan as the voice of Barbie, because I used to watch Barbie movies with my sister back in the day. Yeah, David K as Sesshomaru, amazing voice. Naraku's voice actor in English was great as well, Paul Dobson. If you all want to see a sort of showcase of the characters that in that game, including PS2, go check that out. Yeah, it's a good video. Yeah, I know, Kelly Sheridan played Scarlet Witch in X-Men Evolution. And Magneto in X-Men Evolution was voiced by Christopher Judge, who voiced Kratos in God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, I know, David K was Professor X in X-Men Evolution. Oh yeah, Koga in Inuyasha was voiced by Scott McNeil, who voiced Wolverine in X-Men Evolution. Kirby Morrow voiced Cyclops in X-Men Evolution. I think Paul Dobson voiced Juggernaut in X-Men Evolution, if I'm not mistaken. We got a trend going. What, wolves? I know Scott McNeil voiced Ken and Blanca in the cartoon Street Fighter. The you know, the 90s cartoon of Street Fighter. That show is an absolute acid trip. I watch the 90s cartoon of Street Fighter, I was like, wow, this is something. Like, why is like they made Ryu and Ken into the comedy duo of Bulk and Skull? Like, why? And for some reason, like, Scott McNeil's an amazing voice actor, but Ken in the 90s cartoon of Street Fighter, he always sounds so high. Like, he always sounds sober for some reason. What was that the direction that the show creators wanted for Ken? To have Ken constantly being in sober mode? That is a great analogy. Yeah, I mean, Ken sounds super sober in that show. But honestly, like, if you ask me, I'd rather watch 90s cartoon Street Fighter than 90s cartoon Darkstalkers. That show was garbage. And that show did the one thing that I think the Darkstalkers cartoon did an impossible job, making Morgan unattractive. How do you make Morgan not hot, not attractive? At least the Street Fighter cartoon, Isaac, gave us a lot of good memes. Like M. Bison saying, yes! Yes! Like he's constant. You know, that's what I like to do when I have a bad constipation. Right? Whenever shit comes out after a bad constipation, I did the M. Bison thing. Yes! Yes!
マリーヤ様の身内のお前たちは即幹部です。さあ歌おう出会いをたたえよう。一この人たちを知っているわ。
I'm getting overexcited. Speaking of 90s cartoons, one of my favorite 90s cartoon, Nagamasa. Nagamasa actually has a good singing voice, not gonna lie. I agree on that. Oichi singing, yeah, Oichi singing is literally ASMR material. Oichi singing gives me orgasms. Yeah, that line from Bison. What's with you women? I killed my father too, but you don't see me whining about it.
あなたもまたわらわが欲しくて手を伸ばすのね。でもどうかしら。あなたはわらわを奪うにふさわしい。
Everyone will turn into Xavism at the end of the day. Xavism is not just a religion, it's a way of life. Oh, another 90s cartoon that I like is The Mask. You know, based off Jim Carrey's Mask, but instead of Jim Carrey voicing Stanley Ipkiss, you got Rob Paulson Amazing voice actor, by the way, Rob Paulson.
手前こう見えても性質がおりまして出て行かれてしまいましたね
奥方なんて関係ないわ。それよりも我は初めてなの。
なんでしょうまさかいや手前には愛する奥が
あなたほどに優柔不断でイライラする男の顔は
初対面ではっきり見抜かれ嫌われた
Super Fighting Robot Mega Man.
やっぱりこの人奥より怖い
人は神に祈り神はマリアに祈りました。
Pinball time, yep.
ねえ、あなたは誰に何を祈りたいのかしら。さあ、楽屋に案内してちょうだい。
Yeah, one of the better Capcom cartoon adaptations, if you ask me.
Sorin 貴様の力はその程度か
己会場の皆よ、このままではソーリンがジャンボ生ハゲにやられてしまうぞ。ソーリンを立ち上がらせるには正義を愛する皆の応援が必要だ。
心配ないさ
ソーリンソーリン、あなたはまだ立てるはず。
あ聖なるマリア僕に力を
己もリアさせるかよ
黙れゲロ。
え
てやて
みんなの応援の甲斐あってジャンボ生ハゲを成敗したぞ。
I told you, I told you earlier, yes, man. He likes to, when he dressed as an angel, it's him doing some Christmas special stage play. I guess that's their Christmas special stage play. One of the, so you know, Sengoku Basara has a very popular stage play, right? Like, yeah, stage play. You know stage play, right? Like a theater, where you watch people act on stage. One of the biggest crimes of the Sengoku Basara stage plays is they never actually include any of the Xavism characters. Yeah, so we have a Sengoku, like I say, an official Sengoku Basara Japanese stage play, but none of them have Xavism characters. I did not know they were on stage. Yeah, so, well, there is, again, Sengoku Basara has multiple adaptations in different media. Like, you have the anime, you have the manga, and you also have the theater stage play, right? Not live action series, yeah. The live action is on the on stage theater format, right? And you even have, like, they even have a Devil May Cry X Sengoku Basara stage play, but none of these Sengoku Basara stage plays featured a Xavi character or a Xavism character. Imagine getting paid to act out Sorin. Dude, imagine getting paid to act as Xavi. Again, which is kind of weird to not have any of the Xavis characters. I mean, dude, the Xavis characters are literally doing stage plays in their own game. I wonder, maybe you can look at, maybe you can find it on the internet, Sengoku Basara stage plays that has English dubs, or that has English dub. I do. It sounds fun, but I can't sing though. Okay, I guess that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that is like I didn't expect to have this much fun playing as Sorin and then talk. I spent most of the time talking about other topics, but yeah, it is a fun stream regardless. So we have finally finished all the Sengoku Basara 3 characters. Now the next stream we'll start with the Sengoku Basara for newcomers. I don't know what language it is. I just want to see one. I don't. Oh, you mean you don't care what language is it? Yeah, just look at YouTube. Sengoku Basara stage plays. There's the stage play, and there's also another stage play called Sengoku Basara X Devil May Cry. Just look at it on YouTube. It's out there on YouTube. Where was I? Yeah, I had so much fun. So the next character is going to be the newcomers of Sengoku Basara 4. We are 8 more characters to go until we finish the series of Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi live streams. It's been one hell of a ride. Again, I don't think I can finish everything by the end of August. Probably early September. I'm just gonna enjoy it the way I want to enjoy it at this point, right? Make the videos that I want to make and stream the games that I want to stream. But eventually we will finish Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi live streams because we're getting there. Next character will be Shima-sakon, right? Shima-sakon will be the next character to stream. So until then, I'm working on a video. By the way, I'm working on a video on Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. So the next video that I'm working is called Top 10 Character Themes in Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. Look forward to that. If you haven't watched the previous video that I did, Top 10 Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes battle soundtracks, go watch that after you're done watching the stream. Until then, if you haven't, yeah, may Zavi live with you. May Zavi be with you forever. Exactly. May with the power of Zavi, may the power of Zavi bless you all. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this stream a like, a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you wanna join the Discord server, we have a community. The Discord server, you can find the link to the Discord server is in the description below. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. And like I said, may Zavi bless you all. I'll see you later.